What up? You back on deck with your boy 3IC. Same date, October 24, 2019, and the time is 10:23 a.m. So what I'm going to do right here, folks, is see this pretty little thing right here called a 35 millimeter. I got my scope on it, got it pointed at the sun. Now I'm going to be switching out between that scope and my standard 35 millimeter 58 aperture lens, and getting close-up shots of the sun and the regular shots around the sun. I took a picture on the 21st of the sun, and pretty much caught some objects and orbs around the sun that I'm going to be, well, I already got the video done, so it should be out already before this one. This is the follow-up to that, so that way you can see exactly if I'm catching something again. I can follow up to that. So we're gonna catch the sun with the GoPro, and all right, third eye cam back on deck. It's 10:45 a.m. Many minutes since last I started. Same date. I finally got my camera going, and I had a fight with nature. A bee, he was trying to attack me. Anyways, so what I'm doing is getting pictures of the sun with my scope and with my 18 by 55 lens standard. Just gonna get as many shots as I can, because I always catch some kind of anomaly objects around the sun. And with that being said, hey folks, this is fun. Not really. I think of other million things I could be doing other than working. This actually is fun. It's spiritually enlightening, because every time I put this stuff on my computer, I find some interesting stuff. But I'm gonna pan you guys around real quick. Take it off the stand. There we go. So that's your east. Nothing going on there. That's your due north. Nothing major. That's your west. Nothing major. And my 35 millimeter. Nothing major. It's just doing work at the sun. Take a step away from that. So today's been pretty clear. One of my neighbors said again last night there's been a meteor shower for the past 3 days. I've been missing it because I'm on medications from a broke ankle. So I've been missing all the fun at night. But tonight I'm going to be out there and get some fun. I haven't seen any chemtrailers today. No clouds, no meteorites. I did see an anomaly, I think it was yesterday. But I'm panning around just to show y'all, some days are getting calm, but the night show is going to start moving at night. Reason being, I think those meteorites are lagging. However, they've departed. Some are below the ecliptic, further out. Oh, I got a chemtrailer. He's going south, right above the tree line right there. But that's just my first one I've seen all morning. We got one landing. RVA is about 30 miles away from my position, so he's inbound for a landing, as you can see. But we haven't been getting much action since the hurricane came and cleared out some stuff. But on the sky level, no clouds, no weird anomalies looking clouds, the normal clouds that I would get. So to me, this is a good thing, but also makes me wonder where the meteorites go to. I mean, they're showing up at night, obviously, but nothing major to that. What I'm gonna do is take the GoPro and take a look through my phone, and we can see where things are. All right, third eye cam. Third eye cam back on deck, and we got two chemtrailers. The time is 11:55 p.m., just before high noon. You see the two chemtrailers. Let me see. There's not much activity out here. It's a clear sky, and they still roam. And those are not regular jets. So that one and that one. But hey, it's all good. They're doing their job. Oh, and there's a third one right there, no smoke. Right here, right above the tree line, center of the camera. Like I said, they always roll in twos or threes, mostly threes. So you got that one, and that one. So I was headed to check my mail and I saw this, so just a quick observation. No, there's a fourth one. Okay, so you got two right there blowing their smoke, and then you got two lower ones at a lower altitude, one in front, one in the back. I'm trying to figure if they're airliners. Those might be airliners. Yeah, those two are airliners. I'm thinking. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But at least I'm being honest with you. Normally I can pick them out when they're higher up to the stratosphere and they're still blowing a trail. And they look big still. Those are your bombers. The ones without, they could be possibly planes inbound for RVA. But they're still too high. Unless they're going to swing out over the ocean and they're burning fuel off before they land. But that's what I'm catching. All right, third eye cam. We'll be back. Third eye cam back real quick. It's 11:58 p.m. a.m. I'm sorry. Got another chemtrailer. Now that boy is definitely a bomber. You can see his long trail. So that lets me know that something is about to pop up that they can't hide in the sky. So they're going to try to do their jobs, which means I need to be on the lookout. Like I was saying before my GoPro went down, there possibly might be some meteorites or something that's going to come behind the sun later on today. So I'm going to be on the lookout. And you got this guy here. And then you got the moon there. Right in front of the sun. Let me see if I can get the moon in the sun. You probably can't see the moon, but there's the sun and the moon. Let me back it out to half. Usually about right here we can catch the sun and the moon together. So I just thought I'd throw that in there real quick. The sun is catching up to the moon, which is making it a crescent. So yeah, there's my third chemtrailer, higher up to the stratosphere and in the atmosphere. And he's blowing a long tail behind him. The other two have already gone the same direction, so it should be more following him. These are the same guys that usually come out every day and fly all day, spraying chemicals into the atmosphere, so-called cooling the earth down. But we know that's a lie. They're hiding because I've caught too many pictures of them hiding, trying to obfuscate objects higher than them to put a block between my eyes, your eyes, the ground level, and anybody's viewing level closer to the sun. So that's north, west. The sun is in the southern equinox in the month of October, so it's closer to South America. It's hot down there, but it's cooler up here. So we're in our winter months, they're in their summer months, as far as anybody below the southern hemisphere. So we'll be back. Third eye cam. Just thought I'd point that out. Again, Mr. Magic Chemtrailer on his duty. Salute. 3IC. Third eye cam on deck. Today's date, October 25th, 2019, and the time is 07:45 in the morning. Okay, so yesterday I was out in this area and I was looking up at the skies, and I turned my camera in all directions and pointed out the directionals, northeast, southwest, and above my head, and it was completely clear. Okay, so this morning we got a storm coming in for the next 4 days. 4 days, y'all. So like I said, they've learned how to create geoengineering chemtrails and fake clouds. Now I look out my window in the east where the sun is rising, and I'm seeing those bright spatial clouds up in the stratosphere that had anomalies behind them, like planetary looking anomalies. So one is right there, and these guys have completely covered up the sky with their funky little popcorn, chicken, and shrimp clouds. I call them popcorn and chicken because, you know, the commercial Popeyes, whatever. I'm not going to promote that. But the point is, and I saw a bunch of chemtrailers too, because I live on the 3rd deck. So I have a higher elevation, and I should have grabbed my G Pro and took some footage so I could compare it to this. But I didn't think all this is going to rush out. So you see the dull, gray, nasty clouds. That's man-made, along with nature. He's learned how to manipulate nature, the atmosphere, dropping chemicals into the atmosphere enough not to kill us. I don't know what they're mixing, ammonium nitrate, whatever, and some other chemicals at whatever dosages they're putting out. They got it perfected. And then these white, supreme, angelic looking clouds way up in the stratosphere, those are my meteorite trails or orb trails, whatever, spatial trails that are burning off of whatever's crossing over our heads out in space. I already know this because I see it too much. But when I did look east, like right here in this section, there was a beautiful looking planetoid type deal with the tail arcing from its position like downward, pretty much like a shrimp. I'm thinking it's somewhere here. I think it's in this area. I can't see it. Hopefully my camera will pick it up. And then you got all the clouds coming, like pretty much surrounding. So pretty much my day of recording has been screwed. Now this stuff wasn't supposed to be coming in until noon. So why are they rushing it? Because it's the best time to see the sun and the anomalies around it. So it would be nice if I could get some footage. Like, I'm so exhausted with man getting in the way of what I need to see. And that's not even man, but that's a whole nother topic. You know what? Yeah. So you can see that tail streaming from here to there. That is a meteorite tail type of deal. That's the only name I can call it. Don't know the proper name for it. Meteorite, moon, planet, orb, UFO. It's something. It's not of this world. It's coming from deep without it in space. It didn't come from this world, so I don't know what to call it. Aside from that, and the reason why I had to break those words down is because people get really ignorant and tend to try to dispute. So if you're a little pea brain, whoever you are that wants to dispute, can imagine something that's not made of this earth coming from deep reaches of space from another planetoid that probably exploded in its sector, its solar system, or our Oort cloud. It's here. So yeah, today is just a bum. See, like, there's a chemtrail to prove my point. Let me zoom in. In those clouds is a stinking chemtrail right there, center of the camera. Now, when I looked out of my 3rd deck, they were all shooting across the horizon that way. They were just streaming. So this is the end result. They're dropping their cluster bombs, and I don't know. I'm so disappointed. Honestly, I'm so disappointed to be living in America and going through this. I know y'all struggling to try to keep your economy going. If everybody saw this over our heads, the economy will stop and America's economy will crash. It's already on a freaking fence. So I get it. What y'all doing this dirt crap? You can't escape the inevitable, people. It's not going to just pass by our heads and keep moving further out into space. Not all of them. Some of them are going to crash. Oh, I caught the moon a little bit. Well, it's good to see the moon. there in that cluster in the center of the camera. It's a very crescented moon smiling at the sun. If I could just get a clearing to see all this stuff, this would be awesome. And there's my chemtrail. You see his trail. They're shooting hard and thick right now. Reason why I'm still standing here shooting is because I have nowhere else to be right now. See the chemtrail. And it probably went from southwest to northeast above the clouds. They can see this stuff, but we can't because they're covering it up with these popcorn clouds. Fake ass clouds. I'm really not happy with this, people. So what I'm gonna do is take a quick intermission. Take a breather. Now you can see my chemtrail is getting clearer. Now what they're gonna do is recover that with more of the chemtrail chaos. Oh, so hopefully I'm gonna go get some coffee and we'll see what comes about. All right, third eye cam. Back on deck with third eye cam. Same date, time is 8:50. I had to go to Wawa and get me a burrito. So far at 8:50, this is what's cleared out since the chemtrailers come through. Now you can see the clouds have gone that way below the sun. That's where the wind is pushing them. Let me see, make sure I'm right. It actually is going northwest. So we got the sun coming out. The sun's gonna burn some of this away. Hopefully I can see my planetoids. But you can see the chemtrailers at the trees horizon. Since I'm on foot, I'm going to walk further out so I can get a better view, facilitate a better view of the sky below the sun. But our planets are definitely back on deck, or our planetoids, orbs, or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. If I could actually see them, I could actually give a name to them, my own name. Because I'm really good at naming things. But yeah, that's what we got so far. And that's east. Now let me pivot. You see south. That's west. That's what's coming at us. And that's north. Top of the sky. And boom, back to the sun. So I'm just giving you an overlay of what we got. Oh, we'll be back. I think today's gonna be real interesting before the clouds come. So we out. Theoric. Third eye cam back on deck. The time is 9:05 a.m. Same date. Just gonna get another look. The skies looks like. I'm drinking some good coffee and my tongue is tied. Looks like it's trying to clear up, even though they're gonna keep pushing more trash over our heads. There's two Mr. Magic chemtrailer trails right there, fading in and out of the cloud debris. There's our sun, notorious sun. Doing what it does, burning off the atmosphere and clearing the way. Just getting a good position in the sky. Yeah, there we go. Get this light pole out the way. This is what I'm talking about. I need to go out to the country somewhere, which I will be doing, so I can get good footage. Chemtrails, they're doing their thing. Sun. Now compared to yesterday, it was absolutely beautifully clear, and I started counting my days up. We had 2 days of clear skies. 3 days, I'm sorry. 3 days of clear skies. And the meteorite show came out, which all of I missed. But those meteorites precedeth these bigger ones that they're now covering up. And I mean, I know very well what's going on. Eventually we're gonna go through a meteor strike. I'm expecting some magic to come out today behind the sun, like my planetoid that casts the rainbow opposite of the sun. I've been really itching to catch that. I've been missing it because I've been dealing with other appointments that I have no control over, If I could just get a moment of that, what I caught before, I would. I really want to catch it live stream and then put it in real time. I want to catch it in real time and then time lapse it so I can see where the shadow's coming from and where it's going. Because it's a slow process when we're not paying attention, but just like the flock of geese, the pattern changes. Look at that ingenuity. That's God in that ingenuity right there. You gotta appreciate nature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 geese representing the 12 founders of Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated. Yeah, that's my frat. Got 12 geese flying in a beautiful formation, doing their centaur flap. Back to business. Yeah, but just want to get the sun and the sky, and I'm gonna come back out later. All right, third eye cam. All right, third eye cam back real quick. Check this out. I'm up here taking pictures of the sun in the cloud cover, and see this open patch right here. The time is 10:37. You got 4 freaking chemtrailers coming through. You see them right there, center. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're passing up under the sun. There's a rainbow anomaly up under the sun, if you can see it at 6 o'clock position. I got my GoPro and my 35mm getting this, and this just came out really out of nowhere. I actually pointed my camera at that clear patch right there before these jokers even came out. And this is just a random walkout because I'm bored right now. But I wanted to catch any kind of open patch in the sky, and here these guys come out of nowhere. This is out freaking amazing, man. Now I can see the sun behind the cloud cover, but it's like some brightness around it, which I think the sun is highlighting. I think it's highlighting the orbs around it, or something is in between it, because I see a bluish light and the standard yellow light, and then I see a rainbow also. Now my black cloud just covered the sun, but you can still see the chemtrails. You can still see the chemtrails. And I'm getting plenty of pictures, as you can hear my 35mm right here clicking away off the remote. So yeah, I got more people sharking me. Always got somebody that's sharking me. Trying to figure out what I'm doing, which has nothing to do with them. Some of them think I want to take pictures of the business, but I care not for what man does. This is the end of mankind. This is the beginning of the end of mankind, and all my work is dedicated to the happenings in the sky. And the only part of mankind that's getting in my way is the one that's in the sky, chemtrailing. Take that equation out, minus the regular weather, and I can do what I do. So I just pointed that out. I can hear the jets now. All 4 of them streaming over. They should be about right here in the blacken up the cloud cover. So I'm gonna have to take a pause. There's your action. There's your action, and we'll be back. Third eye cam. All right, it's third eye cam. I'm back. The time is 10:50. So as I was shooting up at the sky, like I always do, always get interference ran on me from some yayo who's always thinking that I'm trying to take pictures of their business. Let me explain again for all you people that are of the world, don't matter your color. I am conducting business, the business of, my GoPro interrupted me because these idiots have me so irritated that my GoPro went down. Other than that, it probably has a virus in it that I'll fix. But like I was saying, I have not the time nor the care to worry about man as he's counting his little filthy money. Money is good for the purpose of getting people what they want, what they need. out of trouble, out of stress, out of bills, and give a little bit of luxury to life. When I, Third Eye Cam, film the skies, it is for the purpose of the sun, moon, stars, the sky, the blue sky, objects, meteorites, asteroids, and orbs that might be up there, and whatever objects that might pass, and the sun, might I add. That's very important. Third Eye Cam does not care to take pictures of man in his gold tooth with his curly, fried dyed to the laid to the side hair from the Donald Trump era. That era is over. You're living your last days. You're living your best life. So what? Be happy, be well. When I conduct business, it's of me looking for signs of the all, the supreme being, God, Yahweh, the one true God that made all of this. So right now, because we're in end times, here in the 2019 at the end of it and going into 2020, and we just got over slavery, 400 years according to the calendar. Somehow I've stumbled across this of being my business of looking up at the sky. I've always looked at the sky since I was probably 4 or 3, but now that I have some technology in my hand, I'm looking up at the sky and recording it. All right, back to business. We got a rainbow deep below the sun, so something is casting off a refraction. Let me get my camera on it. Boom. So something's casting off a refraction below the sun, and I got to get it with my camera. So put it dead center on my camera. Got it. Lift up. I try to get above buildings and just only catch the treetops with my cameras. So we got the sun right there, and we got a rainbow below it. You can see it right above the light pole. See if I can zoom in on it. Right there. But like I was saying, I don't really care for man's. You can count your little dirty, filthy money. You can do your little dirty, filthy drugs. You can lay with your dirty, filthy whores, whoever, and your dirty, filthy carnal gigolo men. Oh, there's my rainbow just popped out. I knew it was gonna rotate around, so there we go. Now we got this rainbow right here, and I'm dead on it. I knew something was popping up. All right, Third Eye Cam back. Got rudely interrupted, and my GoPro decided to go down. I gotta clean it out. It has a virus, but yeah, the sun finally popped out. So we got to the right of the sun a rainbow, which is indicative of some kind of sphere that's casting a reflection into the atmosphere. So you can see it right there to the right. The actual rainbow keeps fluctuating in and out, and the sky's trying to clear up, and that's why those chemtrailers came through, because something came through that they were trying to block. And I'm dead on it. I'm alive on it. Make sure it gets caught by my camera if nobody else is paying attention. I see this so much that I can't help but be compelled to get pictures while the rest of the world does the rest of the world and run around and scurry like little animals looking for ritual products like hair growth and jewelry and money, and you know, everybody's looking for comfort. I'm out here conducting business. Oh, and I might add drugs and alcohol, stuff that I care not for. You know, money's good to count and spend, but I'm not lusting after that. This is my element right here. This is where I am happy. So on my business right here, just looking at this rainbow that popped out, and it's extra bright out here all of a sudden because the sun is shining. Oh, we got a meteorite anomaly right there. Look at that. So I'm gonna point my camera that way and get pictures. I think that's my anomaly that's causing all that ruckus. Yeah, I think that's my anomaly. So you got the sun, you got it hitting that anomaly, it's bouncing off the bottom of that anomaly and giving that rainbow effect, perfect triangle. And you can see within that anomaly stratospheric cloud is some kind of meteorite orb. I'm getting pictures of it now with my 35mm. So I'm gonna triangulate all that into the picture so I can facilitate a better view. Put it dead center of the triangle. Yeah, so pretty much what I did with my 35mm was to put the centering particle between the sun, that orb, and that rainbow, so I could get shots of all, and it'll allow me to zoom in on when I look back at it to bring out the clarity of that. So yeah, that's what's starting to show up. That's my anomaly right there, also above my head. So there's the sun, there's the anomaly, cast of the rainbow right there, center of the camera. A bunch of anomalies popping out. So, oh God, that looks like a moon orb. Okay, let me get that real quick before they cover it up. Right there. Looks like a moon orb. Get it before it goes away. Where are you? Damn, where are you? Got it. Look like a moon orb popped out right there to the right of the sun, right below that anomaly. Okay, I got a bee jacking with me. These yellow jackets, they come out and they are worrisome. I'll fight a yellow jacket, I'll swallow and eat it. Keep messing with me, I'm gonna swallow them and poop them out. All right, so back to business, because these things keep attacking me. If it ain't a freaking old man with gold teeth in his mouth with his head dyed and laid to the side, it's a freaking bee. All right, I see another anomaly right there below the let me see if I can get it center right there. So it looks like it has an atmosphere coming off of it, a planetoid type deal. It's a round looking big orb with an atmosphere pulsing off of it, and I know I ain't crazy. That's what it looks like. Oh crap, there's my little orb. See the rainbow up under the sun? I see an orb within it, a lot of them. So they're really starting to come out now. And I'm gonna get it with my 35 on it, looking good. And what I do is get multiple shots. Now the sun's going with my 35mm, so I got to do a manual focus. All right, so we got the manual focus in. I'll tell you, that little old man brought some demons with him. His gold teeth and his permed hair. He look like he's about to fall apart, and I'm not being funny, I'm being so serious. Yo, let me tell you something, people. All my life I cannot help but to evaluate myself and everybody else, and I really evaluate myself and make sure that I stay the way God intended me to stay as far as my looks. You ain't gonna catch me with a whole lot of gold teeth in my mouth. I got pretty pearly whites, and that's about how I roll. So, and he's back. Actually, I'm sorry, it's somebody else. So I'm just trying to conduct the business of getting these orbs that are popping out, and I don't need no men interfering with that. So pretty much wherever I point my cameras, that's where I'm getting the action. These rainbows are, now that I see better, are reflections of light coming off these planets' atmospheres. And then, you know, when I see like all the government jets flying through, covering up 4 at a time, and then I see these funky anomalous clouds come out, Like right there, that patch below the sun in the sun's 7 and 8 o'clock position. That's a debris field of meteorites in the stratosphere. The faded clouds, not the patchy ones, the popcorn ones that are closer to us, to my position. But above it, and I see a moon emerging right there. Jesus Christ, that's really clear and concise. Put my camera on it. Okay, this bug's really about to piss me off. So I'm gonna take a break with my GoPro and smash this bug out of his brain. He wants to interfere with me. Third eye cam. Back on deck with third eye cam. Time is 11:15 a.m. Just want to get a shot above the sun. My clouds are really starting to come out. So you got the chemtrail above the sun, and the little patch of cloud that he's running into, that's actually a space anomaly. And you see the clouds reaching around it. I think these clouds are Earth clouds. They might be in the stratosphere. A lot of them are faked, like generated by the shadow G's. That's what I'm gonna call them, shadow G's. But then you got there's a to the right of the sun, you got a rainbow reflection. You got a rainbow reflection, which is bouncing off of an orb in space between the Earth and the sun. The sun is hitting it with its light. It's curving and bending into our atmosphere, and we show up on our end as a rainbow. Outstanding. Got that anomaly right there, to which I think is a planet type deal. Got that anomaly right there above the sun in the 11 o'clock position, planet type deal. And below the sun in its 4 and 5 o'clock position, refraction from the spheres. So yeah, had to run the video on my 35mm, but we back to taking pictures since my G Pro is taking over. You can see the 3.5 doing the business, pointing right there at the sun and that patch of cloud right there. And we got this right here. I'm keeping my eyes on this one, that, and whatever else I saw ran into that patch of cloud right there. It was a big planetoid looking object with an atmosphere coming off of it. It's deep in the thicket of that cloud right there in the central part of the camera. You can't see it anymore, but I could see it earlier once the sun kind of got blotted out. I think I'm gonna take a break unless something pops out. I would like for something to pop out, like a shadow of a meteorite passing through, so I can get it on camera. Would be nice. My rainbow is rotated to the sun's 7 o'clock position, just that fast. Can't really see much. So all this is being cooked up by the sun. That honestly right there looks like a meteorite type deal with a tail behind it, arcing away from the sun, being camouflaged by our atmosphere. You don't get anomalies of this nature that clear up like this, so that's really interesting. And you got one right here also, and I think those are meteorites so deep out in space, or comets or whatever. Oh, and there's a government shadow chemtrailer passing up on the tail. Clouds just don't arc like that around here. That's an anomaly. That's not the normal. not the normal. Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break with the GoPro. Keep taking pictures so I don't miss anything. And we'll be back. Third Eye Cam. Alright, Third Eye Cam back real quick. The time is 11:23 and that's AM. See this patch of cloud with the stripes on it? I think that might be some kind of meteorite type planet deal, or comet type deal, asteroid, meteorite. It has characteristics of a tail behind it, a bald orb that's in a cloud of smoke, like atmosphere. Trying to get my words right. I'm not that scientific, but I am able to keep up. And if you look to the left of it in its 4 o'clock position, you'll see more atmospheric looking obelisk. My personal and professional opinion is that I think these meteorites and comets are so close to the Earth, they don't light up like a star at night because they're so close. They're still far out there, millions of miles away, but they're close enough to resemble clouds. And the only way you can make them out is because they have a tail behind them. Something like this. You see the ball right there, center of the camera. And you see the tail, even though the shape of it may change, but it still resembles that. And then it's disturbing the atmosphere, so it's disrupting the clouds behind it. That patch right there, look at that, that's a tail blazed by these orbs, meteorites, wherever they are, however they're moving. Just like if you skip a rock across water, it's going to create a wave in the water. So but because our air is made up of less dense than water, but it contains still the same properties, chemicals, amongst other chemicals that are mixed. But you see where I'm going. So you skip that big rock across space, and the wave off of the back of it is going to disrupt our atmosphere enough to break up some clouds. So these clouds represent a dry water, a breathable water, and whatever meteorite's up there is representing a rock being skipped across the water. And all this is being cooked by the sun, and man is adding his part, putting his chemicals in, and you get this. So this is a nice mix of polluted chemicals, clean chemicals, spatial debris, wave distortion, galactic gravity distortions, compressions and interferences of forces in all directions between the air, the pressure of the sun. And look below and below, see that cube right there? We got a freaking cube that just showed up in the cloud. So I'm thinking that's a screen. Let me get a picture of it, get my camera on it. Just in front of the head of that meteorite, which is center of the camera, and there's a cube that just showed up. I don't know if it's man-made or spatially made, atmospherically made, but it showed up. There's the sun and cloud cover, and that patch of sky that's open. And I'm looking at this anomaly. There's the head of it right there, and there's a tail. Going back, there's a disruption on our atmosphere. Back to the anomaly. That's the best I can surmise it, folks. And this is all interesting, but it's still too far out for anything major to happen. Oh, there's a chemtrailer. See how slick they are? He's trying to cover that patch up that's been disrupted, just like I spoke about. Just keep reading them their rights. So what they're doing is crossing across the anomaly laterally, so that they can patch the sky. So what I'm going to do with my 35mm is switch over to the camera and run the video. I need to record that and then time lapse it. So let me back off and get it just where I want it. So what I'm gonna do is let that run for as long as I can, and time lapse it later on. You can see the GoPro right there. Go back to the sun. Sun has a little lidded orb below it, and to the right. Let's see, make sure I'm right. All right, back to my anomaly. Now see that orb right there? That's another planet, folks. It's some kind of moon or something. Look at the clouds coming off of it. You can't see the rock, the actual landmass of the orb or whatever it is. You're just getting too many patches of clouds compressed on one spot. And I've seen that before plenty of times. It took me a while to figure it out. Not too long, but long enough to figure out it was some kind of planetoid. So it makes sense. You got the sun right there. You got that planetoid right there. Then you got these meteorite type rock moons following behind it. And they're all arcing a wave, breaking up the sky. This is man-made. And they know I'm right. So we can't see. This is the veil. So we can't see all this good clear stuff. Jesus. Hey, but third eye cam is on it. If you don't know what third eye means, it means a person that can see beyond the BS of the basic. And I can see way beyond with my third eye. I'm gonna rotate my camera to the left of this pole so I can catch all this. I need to catch this. That right there. So my camera's still rolling. I need to catch that anomaly that you see in the camera. I'm gonna catch it with my third eye. So yeah, I just need to catch it to see what it is, what it's gonna evolve into. That's the whole purpose of this, running the camera. Stuff takes a lot of patience, but I like it. I love it. It brings me peace. I don't do this for fun. This is purely research. I'm not trying to make a cheap paycheck. I don't care if they never pay me. I'm not here in it for that. That is interesting though right there. Look at that. So my little orb that I saw right there has either moved there or moved off into the distance. I got my camera on it so I could really take my GoPro off, but I'm not. I just want to catch it both ways. No, man-made things malfunction. So if they malfunction at different intervals, I'll catch it one way from the other way. That's pretty interesting right there. Now we got our cloud cover back, so I'm gonna be taking a break after this anomaly goes away. Gonna take a little break. Now we're gonna take a break. Third eye cam. You on deck with your boy Third Eye Cam. Same date, October 25th, 2019. And the time is, at this moment, 4:25 p.m. Correction, 4:20. So, when I took my break from earlier, my blogging, I went inside and started looking at my various YouTubes. Certain people's on YouTube to keep current with information. And I was listening to my man Rap the News. So for all you guys that are not understanding first time, check him out too. He's thorough. But I was checking his page and he was saying something about The tail of the dragon has already flown over between South America, now it's in the north, and it makes sense as to why the skies were covered up today. So I'm gonna get my clearing and see if I can spin around. I definitely see a chemtrail in the thicket of the clouds, but I'm gonna try to spin around, see if I see any kind of indication of a big planetary comet tail. I think I may know where one is, but I'm gonna get ready. I think it's to my back. I'm getting a good clearing, and I'm trying to avoid a lot of people that are in my vicinity walking around me. I do not want them on my camera. That's why I strictly shoot at the skies. So, oh crap, there's my rainbow. Okay. This is my rainbow right there. So that means my planet is gonna be showing up, which means I gotta get my standing now set up. So I'm gonna swing back towards the east where I got this clearing, and I see the spatial clouds, that thicket right there, spatial clouds. I think that's where the tail is swinging from, that direction, going all the way across the sky that way. And it makes sense as to why all of a sudden we have clouds all over the place and chemtrails and whatnot. And these planets are in swing, whatever's up there, because I'm seeing my rainbow that always arcs opposite of the sun right there. So now I gotta go get my stand, set up my 35mm and point it directly up, so I can watch the shadow move with that rainbow. You see it? I've been waiting on that bad boy for a minute. Yes, I'm very happy to see that. Now I can find my planet. So now I gotta make a journey all the way back, but it's gonna be worth it. Look at that beauty. So you got the sun right there, and then you got this rainbow, which is coming into view really clearly now. Which will put the planet back here behind the rainbow. So let me spin this around this way. Planet should be somewhere in this vicinity. So let me back this out. I want to catch this rainbow in full arc, and I'm backing it out so that way the camera will concave it and you will be able to see it clearly. Yeah, it's starting to come into fruition now. Tell you what I'm gonna do, since I don't have my stand, I'm gonna take my camera and put it on the deck, shoot it straight up and run it. So we'll be back, Third Eye Cam. All right, we're back, Third Eye Cam, and you can see my camera right there. I got it pointed straight up. Since I don't have a stand, we're gonna catch this bad boy in lapse time. So I got it backed off far enough to where if I run it for about 10-20 minutes, I should be able to catch the little rainbow deal. So hopefully we got a wide view. Yeah, we should. I got it on the ground pretty much. We're gonna catch this rainbow, and it's starting to really come into fruition. Really beautiful. And that's the light being shot through. I'm guessing wherever it is, if the sun is there and we're catching that rainbow and it's arcing the other way, the planet should be behind that rainbow, which would make sense. It's following the curvature of the planet, of the orb. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sit here and wait, get some good footage. I hope my camera picks up a lot, so when I do my switch over and you see the time-lapse video, you can see it come in really clear. So I think I got in the right spot. I'm about to lay down and really check it here in a split second. Swing around this way. Might be something right there as well. It's a really dark patch, but that's not cloudy. It's like a dark shadow in the sky past the clouds. See, my rainbow is still fluctuating in and out of the clouds, and there's the sun looking beautiful as ever. I'm sorry, but the sun to me represents God since he created it. Trying to catch it with my GoPro as well. I'm really starting to love my job shooting at the sky, because I've been finding some interesting things. If you watch my videos like in their entirety, whether you like it or not, tell me if you like it or not. Like or unlock, like, it won't bother me any. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. All right, I think that's my planetoid right there. That looks really well put together. Looks really well put together. That circular, and it, like, see the circle in the middle? Then you got the tail swooshing off of it due to its rotation. That would make sense if the sun is hitting it. Then you got your rainbow bouncing right there to the right of it. Let me see. I can see both of them, if you can see both of them. It's really hard to tell, but I think I'm right. You got some kind of planetoid right there. You see it lit up. Then you got its rainbow right there. So the sun will hit it, however it is positioned, and it will arc off into our atmosphere and offset the rainbow slightly to the right of it. Now, I don't expect these objects to be perfectly round, just round enough with gravitational compressions due to their revolutions and rotations that would cause them to have some kind of sphere to them, no matter how cratered or bumpy. Do a quick spin around. That's the sky, east, north, west, south, and over my head. Back to my planetoid object. And step back away from my camera. I wanted to absolutely get the sky, not me, which it probably won't even get me at all. And it's all I can edit. But the reason why I don't show my face, because I want you all to focus on the material that I'm presenting. At some point, I'm pretty sure I'm going to show my face. I don't care. I'm a pretty good looking guy. But for now, we're doing this material, and that's what's important. Not a face. But yeah, you can see the atmosphere coming off that bad boy. Look at it. It's in rotation. You can see the atmosphere coming off the in the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock position. And it's as if it's rolling across the sky. Very beautiful. Let me see if my rainbow has moved. No, it's still in the same spot. Still there. Which the stuff moves slow relative to time. It moves very it's moving fast in space, but space is so vast that it appears to move slow in conjunction with our world. Maybe our world is rotating with it to a degree, which slows it down. Because if we were rolling the opposite of it, we'd fly faster. That's if the Earth is even spinning at all. I'm trying to locate this planetoid, and I cannot yet. But I do see this sphere with craters in it. I'm gonna get pictures with my 35mm here in a second. That is beautiful. All right, it's third eye cam. We'll be back. All right, we're back real quick. Time is 4:35 p.m. and I just used my camera to get some pictures. I put it right back down on its back, as you can see, to straight up get up under this rainbow that's reflecting opposite of the sun, because I want to catch it in time lapse to see if any shadows move behind it. Last time I took a picture of that rainbow, there was a shadow behind a big shadow. So if I can get my camera to run it and get that shadow. My little planetary orb that we were looking at earlier, that's going away from the sun, kind of disappeared, but you can see the cloud of it in the middle. It's still spinning off, but it's disappeared into the clouds, that thicket of clouds right there. So I'm going to spin back. Oh, there's a tail. Okay, there we go. So there's a tail right there. There's a rainbow. There's a rainbow. There's a tail. See it? So hopefully my camera can penetrate the clouds and see the tail of this thing and see exactly where it's going. Man, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Like I said, I love this stuff. All right, so there's the sun setting in the west. Come up. There's my rainbow. And you can see the tail headed to an object. Really, I don't know where that dang object is. I'm guessing it's right there. Now I see the tail. You can see the tail right there. And the object of my desire. I'm guessing. I'm taking an educated guess because I can't see in the clear. So I'm doing math in my head. But you can definitely see the tail. I'm gonna keep fluctuating between the rainbow and it. And it's really coming out now, that rainbow. Oh, hell, yep, you can see the tail. My God. Will you look at that, people? Jesus. And this is what they're hiding from us, people. This is ridiculous. Look at that. Look at that freaking slice of tail. And back to my rainbow. Look how thick it is. It's getting thicker. So you got the sun shining into the back of a comet, which is there. And shooting back. We'll be back. All right, we're back real quick. I just wanted to get some pictures. I had to shoot a buddy of mine some pictures through the phone to let him see that too. So I backed I concave my GoPro, and you can see the tail of this thing still. Our rainbow kind of disappeared, but I know it's gonna pop back out. But yeah, I'm loving this. There's the sun. Again. Rainbow and the comet. We'll be back. Back on deck real quick, third eye cam. We got two big bomber chemtrailers passing across the sun. One passed Both on the left side, across in the X pattern, in the sun's 2 o'clock position. You can see the chemtrails swinging one way to the right, in my position, and the other one just swing south, going southeast, and the other one swing northeast. And you can see his chemtrails running through the sky, and there's a point of them right there. We'll be back. 3RC. Back on deck with Third Eye Chem. Time is 4:55 p.m. And I got a sundog that just popped out to the right of the sun, as you can see. I'm getting a lot of pictures with my 35mm, but I wanted to put that on G Pro record status. And that way you, the viewer, can see it just like I'm seeing it. We'll be back. Back with Third Eye Cam. The time is 5:30 p.m. You can see the sun setting in the west. And I look to the right of the sun there in the center of the camera. Now I know it's clouds, but they look like they're harboring a planet. If you look at the roundness of it. Excuse me, y'all, I'm chewing gum. Let me put it off to the side. That looks like a planet with craters in it, way out in the distance, and the atmosphere around it. Pretty sure I might be wrong, but it looks like it. I wish it was. And then we swing back to the sun. We still got that rainbow trail around it. And actually, okay. And we got a tail right here arcing. Check this out. See this long tail? That is not a chemtrail. That's a chemtrail. That is a long tail arcing towards the sun or away. Either way. We got some weird stuff going on. I can't call it. So we got clouds that are in the shape of a planetoid with a tail coming off of them, and it's expanding out this way. And then I got another tail through the clouds, arcing towards the sun, and you can actually see whatever it is. I don't really know what I'm looking at because it's too much of fake cloud cover in the way. But whatever it is, I can imagine it's very beautiful. And then you got this rainbow colored cloud. So I'm guessing that cloud is either in the top stratosphere or in space. And I would like to say I think it's in space. I think it's a bunch of moon orbs covering. It's Third Eye Cam. The time is 5:33 p.m. and this is how we're wrapping up our day. I mean, this is crazy because we look like, if you look right here, it looks like we have a planet spinning. Looks kind of like a Jupiter with a tail, and you can see the tail arc all the way back here. And if you look at this, you see a tail coming this way, which is going to an object right here that's obscured by the Earth's atmosphere, and we can't make it out. And if we come back over here above the sun, we got these rainbow colored clouds that are probably other moons or orbs or whatever with their own little atmospheres burning off their chemicals, and they're putting this rainbow out in the sky in their atmosphere, which is translating through space and through our atmosphere as it is. And then we got a little rainbow color right here, center of the camera. And we got Chemtrailer, Mr. Magic Chemtrailer, trying to obscure it. Look at him. So we got Mr. Magic Chemtrailer coming, going this way. And there he is at the tip, doing his little dirty deed for the day. And he's trying to obscure all these galactic space clouds that I keep talking about. And it's really beautiful to see that. That is a comet tail. That's the tail of the dragon that the Bible speaks about. And we got our planets. That's a planetoid right there in the middle of the camera. If you look to the right, there's Mr. Magic Chemtrailer, center of my camera, doing his dirty deed. And what's it gonna take to get these guys to stop doing this? And it's really interesting to see all this play out. Yesterday was absolutely clear, and you see the footage. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put yesterday's footage with today's footage, so you can see the subtle differences, the strong differences. And I've been working so hard, I didn't even know today was Friday. But again, I'm going to show you the space tail. And you got a whole lot of wave disruption behind this object right here. That's some kind of planetoid. You got Mr. Magic Chemtrailer shooting through the clouds. He's definitely above that line of clouds that has stopped abruptly. And I'm gonna go back over to my tail. Can't really tell what it is, but it's something. Right here in the middle of the camera, I think it's a some kind of meteorite deal. Have to excuse me, my camera keeps cutting out, so I have to keep making sure I look at the counter, because I don't want to do this again. And it's on one-time pass, so we got to keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Anyways, we got Mr. Magic Chemtrail just came through, and we got our tail that just streaked across right there. You can see the whole thing. I'm gonna get as much as I can. You got various orbs in the sky, and that's an orb. You can literally see the roundness of it. And it's got a wave arcing off the back of it, a gravitational wave. I think the sky's really beautiful. Whatever all this is really beautiful, but because they're hiding it means danger is lurking. So with that, we're about to jump off. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. Everything that I'm doing, if you want to send a payment, that'd be nice. If not, just like it and subscribe. All right, this your boy Third Eye Chem. We out.